Well, hello everyone. It is Shooter. Hey, it is Sunday, March 31st. Welcome to Swing Trade Notes. Of course, at the end of our presentation, please review our disclosures. Let's jump right into Swing Trade Notes. This might, the market I get these themes in my head after I've spent hours looking at charts, and this thing just won't quit. I'm seeing cracks, but nothing serious. We got to have a catalyst to bring us down here. So just looking at, the market is bearish. We are in a clear uptrend. However, I'm neutral because my RSI triggers have hit. But looking at the highlights last year, minimal currency fluctuations, which I would have thought they would have moved a little bit. Equities, of course, continue to trend. We edged up with equities. Precious metals performed really well. Oil saw a little bit of a surge. The dollar, actually didn't sustain most of its strength. Even though we closed on the high for the week, it was kind of a mixed bag kind of thing. So I don't know that we have a complete jobs recession, but I'm seeing it. So now commodity currencies didn't perform as expected this past week. We thought we'd get more of a rally out of those, with metals and oil moving, of course. And of course, like I said, equities were technically bullish. Now, bonds were quiet, cryptocurrencies rebounded, and basically they bought it right back at that shallow fib again. This tells me we now have the algos trading this with some very large pockets to control those gaps. And as long as that continues, we just want to be on the right side of the trade, and that's buy any dip. That's exactly what we do. Buy any dip. And when they sell, hopefully we don't have a full position on there because we're going to take some heat. I'm telling you. But, with better than expected earnings, I think the, continues to boost the S&P. And, we closed slightly below all-time highs. So I think we do maybe slow down a little this week. I would hope that we would. But, looking at the dollar, went right to the 8-day, kind of rejected it. Count still suggests that we're going lower. However, to me, it looks to me like it wants to break out. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a believer. And it'll go the opposite direction now. So that's it. All right, looking at TLT. I put a couple contracts on 90 calls in April, just to sort of watch it, this is my nemesis. This thing takes me out so many times, it's not even funny. I just don't like how this wedgy thing is coming out here. It brings us back over to here to about 93, so I sort of want to back test. Notice how we get in the cross and the Vidya 2 strategy crosses that's flat, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this will be 4, and then we'll get 5 somewhere right around the 200 day. So I'm not really going too crazy here yet. I want to sort of see how that plays out. That's my 2 cents. But I do like it, hey, with any Fed noise of reducing their taper or news of cutting rates more precise than what we've already received, we are going to get a nice pop on this, very much like this. See how we started moving off this low here? It got a lot of volatility because people didn't know. We will know when it is going to move. We will get another one of these here somewhere when it does start to move. So that's what you want. You want to look for that jitterbug, as they call it. Okay, so I went off book a little bit today because I had really a hard time finding anything. Plus, I was like, but whatever. Okay, so there was some news that caught me on AVGO that they could be 20% undervalued. And, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, okay. And well, I liked the count. I like this. We got this, we had this confirmed high, divergent high. So drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, got the back test, and look at this euphoria that came off. So that's not, that to me, I'm looking at this entire leg here as a mound. So that means we're going to get another mound over here. So I like it. I like that. Now, I don't like it for anything but cash secured puts. Pay $7,940 a contract if you want to put on June 1320 puts. Basically, you're just going to rinse and repeat. So I would go out 60 days into those contracts. They're just, I think it was 87 days. I remember the specific number when I looked at it. It's going to be a big position size. But if you break this thing down and say, okay, it's a $1,300 stock, right? If you break it into a $100 stock and you do the comparison, you're getting paid $610 a contract if it was $100 a share, which is freaking good. I like the dollars on that, especially being toppy how we are on the market. I think it's a good space to camp with this look right here. So we break below that 1296, then you got to decide whether you're holding it. I don't think it does though here. but that's my 2 cents. And also too, if you guys would give me some, let me back up 1 second. Sorry. I've started to put some more comments here on the charts. Tell me if you like that or not. Because honestly, it's a lot more work. If you don't like it, don't need it, tell me, please, because I'd rather cut it out. All right, so taking a look at the weekly chart, it counts up around 1502. If we get the 21% valuation increase because of AVGO and their cash efficiency, it actually puts us a little over $1,600, much higher than this would extend. So I just like the dynamic of the look here, but I did not like the premium. It isn't a breakout candidate with this. It's going to stay in this flat range right here. I think it's going to stay right here for a little while because we're looking at probably 12 months out for that to manifest. All right, now Mobley, I like this into the gap. We got this gap all the way up to maybe $40. So I'm only looking for a piece of that on this drawdown. So I'm looking at 35 and 40 calls, and that's pretty much my thought. Just get a piece of it. Just get $3, $4, $5 out of it and move on. I'm looking for steady eddies here, just because so many names are going south. Looking at on the weekly, got some decent upside, primarily with threes up at $50. So this actually could become a position trade to the upside as far as I'm concerned. Good look. Nice divergence on the low. All right, let's take a look at Citi. Now, I did this because of how well financials have done, and we're just about likely confirming. So this is still part of mound one, this whole thing. So this is drive one, this is drive two. So we're going to get another 3. Our RSI probably will not exceed that 81, but it could. It could. So again, I'm just looking for a piece. So our breakout, let me just run over to my weekly. And, my breakout is off of this particular number right here. We're just shy of 70. And then we're up just shy of $80. And then we got a target of 116 on this to the upside. So I really like the bunnies. I like the euphoria that we got here. And it's just not quitting. Again, remember how I'm saying it's just not quitting. And we're beginning to confirm. And what are we always looking for after one confirmed high? At least one more divergent high. So, it falls totally within the thesis of my work. And that's pretty much what I have for this week, folks. Great trading. Until next time.